Yo, what up? It's your boy Uber Goose in the his. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? I'm Uber Goose. Let's break Isaac. Dr. Fetus, go. Yeah, okay. So, Dr. Fetus sucks ass, but it's fun. Okay, good. That doesn't affect Dr. Fetus. We're okay. All right. So, Dr. Fetus. The item shit. What can I say? It's not a good item. It's bad. That's okay though. Not every item has to be a good one. I'm just gonna pop this because it makes me look cross-eyed and it's fucking hilarious with the monocle. Yeah, so Dr. Fetus sucks ass. It was way too strong in vanilla, so they nerfed it. They nerfed it too much. It sucks ass. Apparently, I'm now one-shotting spiders, which is good news. I don't know if the item was changed, or I haven't had it in so long that I don't remember how many shots. I thought spiders definitely survived one shot. I mean, they will on the next floor for sure, but I thought it even happened on this one. Let's see if these wiggle. Yeah, I don't like that. Any unpredictability with Dr. Fetus is not what I want. At least we can go down to the next floor with 2 spirit hearts at least. So why does Dr. Fetus suck ass? Well, it does no fucking damage. However, it has insane synergies. Like, some of the most insane synergies in the game. What I mean by this, the specific synergies I'm referring to, would be a better way to describe what I'm attempting to describe. The synergies in question are Poison Tier effects, Mr. Mega, and damage ups. Now, damage ups don't necessarily have... I'm gonna reroll. Alright, cool. It doesn't necessarily have a better effect for Dr. Fetus than just regular tiers, per se. It's just the fact that, because you can shoot so infrequently, more damage is more better, I think is the technical term for it. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Fetus's damage is a damage multiplier of sorts. I don't exactly remember the specifics of it, though, so I apologize if all my info's not quite up to date, such as the fact that I happened to kill spiders when I didn't think I would be killing them, which was very bizarre. Could have sworn spiders didn't die in one bomb from Dr. Fetus. I've been proven wrong, though. Okay, let's check here. Cool. Oh, this is potentially awesome. The only issue is, because of the shot speed that I got, it's way harder to precision lob bombs. That was a great set of shrooms. This is a lot of pills. We're gonna be popping pills for days. I don't know if I want that. Health up, sick. What are you? Balls of steel, nuts. Wizard, and tears up. Wow. I guess Lemon Party is the best combat pill out of what we have left. We got to deal with that. I'm getting all 3. You know what? I'm not even gonna think about it. Ceremonial robes, or Babylon, Dark Bum. Wow. Okay. All right. And there's a key there, which means I'll open this. Which there's also a key there, which means that I net positive keys in this room. Also, Dark Bomb got a half heart, and I got money, and also haven't even finished the room yet. This is Dark Bomb didn't. Did I say Dark Bomb got money? I got money. Dark Bomb got not money, but he got what he would consider money. Probably. I don't know. I'm not Dark Bomb, nor am I his agent, so I actually don't know if he considers health money. But I mean, time is money, friend. So counts for something, right? Jesus H Christ. This is already nuts. And by the way, I'll have you know, Dr. Fetus against Wrath is nuts. I don't think this does anything. Nope, nothing at all. Okay. Yeah, so Dr. Fetus against Wrath, it, like, basically auto-kills him. It's like Metal Man, basically. Which is a cool little, I guess, Easter egg type thing. I don't actually know if it instantly kills him. I don't know if you need, like, a specific damage prerequisite. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if your damage is low enough, it wouldn't insta-kill him. But I don't know if you, like, start with high enough damage with Dr. Fetus to always one-shot him or whatever. I have no clue. All I know is that every time that I've had Dr. Fetus against Wrath, he's died in the exact shot. In exactly one shot, sorry. I'm stumbling over my words because I'm fucking flabbergasted at this run so far. This is, so far, the greatest start of all time. That probably doesn't actually hurt at all, if I had to guess. I think it probably does nothing, or very little. Let's find out. It does absolutely 0. Which is good. I want it to be that way. Alright. Swimming in Spirit Hearts, that's alright. This is sweet. Okay. This is such a weird one. Okay, it's down here then. I said it's down here then. I said it's down there then. Alright, I guess it's adjacent to this room then. What the fuck? Sure. I've already been here. How do you think I empower? Alright, well, we fight Monstro, who, similar to the champion version that I fought moments ago, is not terrifically difficult, even with Dr. Fetus. So I don't actually know the specifics of why Dr. Fetus sucks ass, I just know it does, like, no damage. Also, that sucked. Getting hit twice there. Squeezy, huh? Well, I don't even have to backtrack then. Alright. Okay. I don't know if I've ever seen that many Spirit Hearts on the second floor. That's absurd. Ooh. Ooh. This is... Alright. So where does this go? Let's find out. I don't know if I want to fight for that. Although I think I'm going to go this way because I think this is the way to the boss. I have almost immediately been proven wrong. Let's check for secret room. Super secret room, that is. Okay. It could still kind of be the way to the boss. Alright, well this run's sick. Like, I'm a huge fan of it already, and like, I have Dr. Fetus, and as covered before, I think Dr. Fetus sucks ass. So this is a nice change of pace. You gave me a spider. You asshole. Bleh. So, wanna know what's awesome? First of all, in case you are interested, SGDQ started today. Also, if you are interested, the International started today. And by today, I mean yesterday, for you. And the International, if you don't know, is the annual Dota 2 Grand Championship Tournament thingamadoohickey. And this year it has a 17 million prize pool, as it stands right now. They keep growing the prize pool, of course, over the event if people buy more compendiums and such. They probably will release a new chest as well, which will probably also go towards international prize pool. Why is my frame rate having so much trouble? I'll take this. Demon Baby's sweet, and it puts us in Horror Babylon, so yes, please. Not grabbing that yet. And yeah, so what they've... Hang on. Okay. It could be adjacent to this room. It probably is. Okay. More Lemon Party? A 48-hour energy pill? Wow. Alright. I've got it all. Right, so 17 million prize pool. This means first place goes home with, you know, in the realm of, let's see, how much money? I want to, $6 million. $6 million. I'm gonna take it. I know there's a battery on the ground, and I know I have full charge, but the soul is really sweet. So yeah, the first place team of 5 people is gonna get $6 million from the prize pool. It's worth noting though that there was a common misconception for a long time. I fell victim to it as well. The misconception was that Valve was so awesome that they also paid the taxes on the prize pool, which sounds great, you know, in theory and such. And I wouldn't actually put it past Valve to do that. I mean, like, they make 3 times the prize pool in, you know, that they get, right? Because the way that the prize pool works is, in order to add to it, you buy, like, compendium or, you know, chests related to the international, stuff like that. And 1/4 of sales goes towards the prize pool. So that means Valve gets 3 times the prize pool in money to themselves. So, I mean, it would be sweet as hell, and I wouldn't put it past them to actually pay the taxes, but they don't, which, it's not a huge deal, right? If you're earning $6 million, sure, the taxes on that $6 million are high, but also you're earning $6 million fucking dollars. I mean, like, with 5 people, you're probably each gonna bring home, like, depending on your location in the world, you're probably gonna bring home like 900 grand plus a pop, right? And that's if we're saying like 6 million on the dot or whatever, right? And it's already like 6.3, 6.4, I think, the last time I checked. So probably each $1 million, like, very easily. So, like, sure, Valve isn't as sweet as was falsely and expected, I guess. Not really expected. I don't know. It was a very common misconception that was going around for quite a while, actually. But it was actually a big deal with last year, TI4. The winners were this team Newbie, which are a Chinese team. And the issue with them is that there's something about, like, Chinese taxes or something that, like, makes it just suck ass. And they got, like, it's something, like, equivalent to what second place got. Or would have gotten if second place wasn't already a Chinese team as well. Something like that. I don't quite remember the exact story. All I remember is that people were commenting on the fact that Newbie barely fucking... Like, they made a bunch of money, obviously, but not nearly what was expected just because of Chinese taxes. Which sucks. But whatever. And then everybody obviously likes to whine about the fact that TI4 was boring or something. Because they have selective memory. Or they have the memory of a fucking goldfish and they don't remember any of the good games. And just remember the grand finals. Which, in fairness, were boring. But that wasn't Newbie's fault. It was pretty much explicitly on the fact that Vici Gaming didn't have a different strategy. They made it super far into the tournament with one single strategy and didn't have a counter strategy to the counter strategy to their strategy, if that makes sense. There was a lot of strategy in there, so I apologize if that didn't make sense, but they were doing something called Death Push, which, funnily enough, got incredibly infamous after TI4, which I think is... It got wrongly infamous. Because everybody and their fucking dog was talking about how Death Push made the TI4 finals boring. And that's technically true. But then everybody's like, Death Push is too strong. And I'm like, I don't think you watched the finals. And so it got super infamous and just misconceptions got, like, way out of hand. And everybody got salty about it for no actual reason at all, aside from the fact that they were like, it wasn't TI3 finals. Well, nothing ever will be ever again. I'm sorry that TI3 finals were the greatest fucking tournament finals of all time. I apologize directly to you for that. I had no control over it. You had no control over it. Not even the players had control over it. Let's be realistic here. It was just everything, you know, the stars aligned, and it was great. But yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. TI5 is gonna be sick though. So far, I'm watching the. I mean, the thing that started today was the wild card play-ins, right? Which generally aren't incredibly exciting, because it's generally like tier 2 teams and shit like that, and it's like, you know, this is like enjoyable, I guess, but it's not nearly as exciting as it would be to see tier 1 teams fucking duke it out hardcore. But just in the first 2 series of the tournament, which were Vega versus CDEC and Archon versus MVP Phoenix, just from those 2 series alone, I gotta tell you, this is gonna be a fucking sick TI. It's gonna be so good. I'm actually, like, unbelievably excited. This is exactly what I was hoping for. This was best case scenario pickup. I guess I'll backtrack and grab one of the batteries, and then I'll just say, see ya. I forgot I got Curse of the Maze somewhere. By the way, Curse of the Maze, oh, I know what happened. Okay, I was like, I should have passed another battery. I got Curse of the Maze again, right. See, there it is. Curse of the Maze, when you pick up an amnesia pill, is possibly the worst thing to ever happen. Fortunately, I got a bit lucky, and we made it through all right. All right. Oh, and the other thing about TI4 that people get so mad about is like, there wasn't any variety. Razor every game. Blah, 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 blah. And then they don't pay attention to the fact that there were like 7 heroes out of the 110 or so that were in the game that didn't get picked. Literally, like 100 different heroes got picked, and it's like, there was no variety. There's no pleasing you people. Sure, Razor and Skywrath got picked a lot, but Razor had like a 40% win rate throughout the event, and Skywrath had like 50, but the majority of his good win rate was picked with Faceless Void, who wasn't actually picked that frequently. He was still picked a bit, but he wasn't picked as much as Razor or Skywrath were. So, you know. But that combo was filthy. I'll be completely, I'm gonna level with you. Like, I'm shit-talking the people who were whining a lot, but like, that combo was fucking filthy. Sure. Yeah, sure. Take it. And the combo I'm referring to is the Skywrath Faceless Void, sorry. And if you don't know why that combo's filthy, if you don't play Dota, or play like League or Heroes of the Storm or something. So Faceless Void has one of the most powerful spells in the game. And he's a hard carry, by the way, so it's kind of hilarious that he's the one with one of the most powerful skills in the game. But almost everybody has, quote, the most powerful skills in the game. Everybody in that game is super powerful. But Chronosphere is a giant area of effect stun, more or less. So every single character caught by the stun, including allies, is stuck in the AoE until it ends. And the duration scales with level, and it can also scale with Aghanim Scepter, which is an item you can purchase that upgrades ultimates of certain characters. Some people it like dramatically changes their ultimate, some it just like increases damage or duration or something like that. And not everybody has an Aghanim Scepter. Supposedly, IceFrog does want to make everybody have an Aghanim Scepter at some point. We'll see how that works out. But anyway, back to Faceless Void. Big AoE, like huge. Probably about like 4/4 of your visible screen, which cannot be changed via options because it's an actual balancing mechanic, which I think is kind of cool. The fact that it's actually a balancing mechanic and not just kind of like a, you know, weird sort of oversight. But yeah, basically, it stuns everybody and it lasts, I think about 5 seconds is the highest rank. I'm trying to remember the exact numbers. I think it's around 5 seconds. It's like 4 or 5 seconds at the max rank duration. Anybody who walks in after it's already down also gets stunned for the remaining duration. It literally just freezes time. Except for Faceless Void, by the way. He gets to run around at 1,000 move speed, which, by the way, the normal speed cap of the game is... I should have played him a little bit. The normal speed cap of the game is 522, so 1,000 is very high. Also, without having to collide with things, there's no... He doesn't have any collision during the thing. He gets phasing, is what it's called. Not like World of Warcraft phasing, but, you know. And, also his bash, his built-in bash, which gives him a % chance to stun the guy he's attacking, as well as deal additional damage as magical damage. That does double the damage if the guy he's hitting with it is affected by Chronosphere. So, nuts ability, very crazy. Now, Skywrath Mage, the reason that he's important in this situation is that he has an ability, his ultimate, is a very high burst. I didn't know you could actually deflect those bullets. That was very interesting discovery. He has a very, very high damage burst ultimate. And when I'm saying like very, very high, very high, okay? But the issue is, it is over the course of 2 seconds in a very small AoE. And so, as you may know, based on the 2 abilities I've described, what happens is Faceless Void goes into Chronosphere, and then Skywrath Mage just drops his ultimate, because the duration of Skywrath's ultimate is shorter than Faceless Void's, so you'll get full the full hit, the full time on whoever you're hitting with it. Also worth noting that Skywrath Mage's ultimate does split the damage between everybody in the AoE, every hero in the AoE. It doesn't hit non-heroes. So there is ways to, there are ways, how about in English, to play around Skywrath's ultimate normally, but Skywrath plus Faceless Void is just filthy. And that combo still exists. They hardly nerfed it. It's just people have their own kind of personal trends that they follow, personal strategies that they don't really want to stray from. So it's not picked up nearly as often anymore. Also, Faceless did get a little bit of a tap of the nerf bat, not a huge one. Here is still very good. In fact, I think he is still picked a reasonable amount. Which is good. Ice Frog knows how to balance and doesn't just go, well, this thing's too strong, and then fucking absolutely kills it. He actually thinks about ways that he can tweak it and make it still unique, interesting, strong in its own right, but also not maintain overbearingly powerful status. Which is awesome. Alright. Let's figure this shit out. Oh, that seems sweet, actually. That seems really fucking sweet. Alright. I have no fucking clue how to do this, man. So, the video that I saw is you enter, move left, drop bomb, move right, spam bomb drop, leave as soon as the second bomb is dropped, I think? Okay, let's try it. Okay. Before the first bomb explodes. And then you go in, and then you run down, jam in the corner, and then it didn't work. It looks like the first bomb is going too far to the right. up. Fuck! Okay, how about this? I'll just try dropping 2 bombs individually. How about that? How will that work? I don't know how that'll work. I got bombs to test, though, for days, so... It looked like I almost clipped out. I have no clue if this is the way to do it. I have no clue. I'm a lost little child. That's all I am right now. I mean, it's clear you want both bombs at the bottom. That was probably the closest so far, but that wasn't the positioning on the bombs that's expected. I don't know. Let's try like this. I don't know if there's like a sweet spot that I'm missing or something. I have no fucking clue. I don't know. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna keep trying. That's what I'm gonna do. Like that, I gotta be doing something right. I don't understand. Let's try just dropping 1 neutral, 1 to the right. Maybe I'm doing the order in reverse. Maybe I should drop the one on the right first, and then the left one. Because when I drop the left one first, it just shoots over to the right. But I don't know if that's... I think I want that, right? For it to shoot over to the right. Whatever, I give up. I tried my best. I don't get it, apparently. I just don't understand it. I gotta do some variety of fiddling with it or something. I don't want that Eternal Heart at all. So these do home, but they're super fucking weird. Alright. Oh, God, yes. Best case scenario would just be getting Sharp Plug in the shop right now, too. Like, that would seal the deal. One time! You're not a Sharp Plug. Huh? Oh, you know what? That'll do. That'll do, pig. And I'll just buy this for shits and gigs. Sweet. It worked out. How do I want... It worked out. It doesn't have the, you know, the smoothness to it. All right. Okay. This is a very weird situation to be in. I don't think I've ever been in a situation quite like this before. Oh, did he just get deflected off me because of the soul? I think that's exactly what happened, actually. Oh, sick. First try. Easy. Ah! Alright. Let's go! Oh, it's Red Mom. That sucks. How am I gonna actually beat Red Mom? Probably just like this. With the ball of bandages. BFF ball of bandages is a fucking MVP is what it is. Look at that. Easy fucking peasy. It's never a straight shot, is it? That's just not allowed. Money. Worth it. Mostly because I literally didn't lose anything. I lost Holy Mantle for the room. The completed room. Alright, well, there is no foreseeable way to not get hurt against this enemy, it seems. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, friend. By the way, I didn't get Mr. Mega or Poison Tears, which means I'm missing roughly 100 damage that I could have. That's not entirely true. It's not 100. It's 100 if you do the Ipecac combo. If you just get like Scorpio or Bob's Curse, I believe that is 70. And I think Mr. Mega is 60. I believe. They're all slightly different, and I think those are the numbers. You motherfucker. Alright, you're gonna wish you hadn't. Alright, thank God he just stayed still. That was really helpful. Lemon Party, I do not need that. And here we go. Let's see what we got. Excuse me. Pardon me. I apologize. Duke. Yeah, the damage I'm doing is way higher than I would ever have It's way higher than I ever would have expected without getting Mr. Mega or Poison Effect. So I'm also very confused about why Demon Baby decided that it would be a great time to not shoot when the thing was charging me. I don't get it. And I gotta pulse my shots so they don't knock each other around. That's very important. Okay. This is a great... Alright, pay out in 6 coins, and I'll be your best friend. You're my best friend. Okay. Booshki. Wow, could I have gotten worse? Well, I guess I'm taking this and just saying fuck it. That actually might have been the worst case scenario. Okay. Oh, wow. A thing I hadn't seen yet? Paralysis. Okay. Well, that sucks. Whatever. Yeah, okay, this is fine. This is all good. Except for the whole super shitty Devil Deal situation. Aside from that, this is great. Alright, you're gonna have to, like, hit one of these. There you go. So as you can maybe tell, the Spoonbender synergies with Dr. Fetus, it's a very peculiar situation. Especially when you add in piercing, which I did. The thing is, piercing is great because it allows my bombs to get, like, inside the enemies, which makes it much harder for them to escape the damage, which is helpful, but at the same time it can also cause some crazy fucking catapulting all around the room. I mean, like that. Like, what the fuck was that? And that. But at the end of the day, it's still, it's very beneficial, for sure. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the curse room and say what up. Like, look at this. Yep. Yep, Yep, there you go. Took way longer to kill with my piercing shots than without. Ah, dicks. Why did I think the guy that was immediately on me was actually not gonna get me? That was weird. Thought he was, like, dead or something. I don't know. You're not really beneficial to me in any way, senor. You're a lot more beneficial. I missed out on a single room's charge by not re-rolling immediately. So, oops. Probably not a big deal, though. I'm gonna blow these guys both up, because I don't want to hear any of their shit. So this is going to be a nightmare, probably. It seems actually not bad. Oh, so I saw BattleBots. BattleBots used to be a fucking awesome show forever ago on like Sci-Fi or something. There was an even older one than that, Robot Wars. And then like for some reason BattleBots like vanished. Like it got canceled, I guess. But now it's back. Oh, he doesn't eat them anymore now that they have piercing. That's interesting. I never knew that. But now it's back on ABC? I think it was ABC. Might have been NBC. I never remember between those two. But it's back, and I knew it was back the entire time, but I never saw an episode for some reason. I kept missing it because it's on like Sundays or something, which is today, the day I'm recording this. Yesterday, though, on Saturday, they were showing, I guess, like a kind of catch-up rerun sort of thing, where they were showing the previous episodes. I only caught the previous 3. Boo-hoo. But fuck, dude, that show's so rad! Oh, God, I love it! If you don't know what BattleBots is, it's literally fucking people who spent literal days of their lives, I know, days, crazy, to build fucking robots in order to duke it out in the field of battle, in a arena created out of fucking, like, sheet metal, with random obstacles in a tournament setting. Crazy, right? Fucking nuts. I love it. And the best thing about it is that it can really show the competitors' like ingenuity in their robot design. I don't know what the exact rules are behind the robot design, like what's allowed and what isn't. All I know is that the spinning robots seem really good, but also they seem like a very, very high risk, high reward sort of robot. The spinning robots are basically any robot that has, so the main ones that I was seeing in the episodes that I watched were Tombstone, Iceman, what was it, Ghost Raptor? Those ones. Although in the fight that I saw of Ghost Raptor, it didn't exactly have the spinning part. It was a very interesting situation. But basically, those robots, what they do is, I'll talk about Tombstone, because Tombstone's fucking spooky as shit. So basically the way Tombstone works is that he's a 2-wheeled robot who has kind of like I don't know, just kind of like a weird sort of base, I guess. It's like kind of sort of like a, what's the shape? I don't know. It's like not quite a rectangle. It's similar to a rectangle, but not quite. And so out of the front of Tombstone, there is, out of the front of Tombstone, there's these bars that go across, and in between the bars, it holds a giant hunk of fucking, like, 5-inch thick metal. And there's a motor that spins that hunk of metal, like, laterally, right? And it spins it at, like, I don't know an RPM measure, but it's like a lawnmower blade, basically, right? That's the best way I could describe it, is the lawnmower blade. I don't like the way you're fucking getting all up on me, Isaac. Not a fan of it. Oh, you hit me. But it's like a lawnmower blade, right? And so Tombstone's strategy is wind this thing up and just go at the other robot and fucking hit it, right? Because the biggest, one of the easiest ways to win is ring out, and then the other way is knockout. And ring out, the arena has edges, and if you go over the edge, you're rung out. Knockout is if the other robot no longer is able to compete. Now that can be you literally fucking destroyed it, right? That's one way to knock out. It can also just mean that you flipped it upside down and it has no righting mechanism, so it can't flip back on its feet, so it's just stuck. And in the instance of a knockout, they have a ref who counts to 10, right? Basically, it's like boxing. And so those are like the two easiest ways, right? And what Tombstone tries to do is win by knockout, right? That's what Tombstone does, is win by knockout. Because it does so much fucking structural damage just by whirling this giant hunk of metal into the other robot at an awful angle for the other robot. And the best way that people have combated Tombstone is actually with, because they get to make tiny customizations. There's a weight limit to the robots, but they get to make tiny customizations between rounds of fighting, which is overnight, basically. Okay. And so one of the customizations that people have had success with against Tombstone is essentially just adding a front plate to their robot. Just something that can soak the blow of the blade, right? That's one of the ways that people have been semi-successful. But man, it fucks everything up. Tombstone is spooky as fuck. And those are the robots. They're so high risk, high reward. In one of the fights that I saw, Tombstone, what he did was he caused so much damage that he actually broke his own blade and fucking won the match. Tombstone actually snapped his blade of like 4 or 5 inch thick metal. I think it was the smaller blade, which was, I think, slightly shorter and a little thinner. But it snapped in half, right? And I'm assuming it was steel, right? I have to imagine they use steel for something that's going to be hitting the other robot a fuckload. So I don't know, man. That sounds pretty fucked up if you ask me, right? Speaking of fucked up, this situation right here. But yeah, when I was a kid, I fucking loved... I don't know if it was BattleBots or Robot Wars. I don't actually remember which one it was that I watched as a kid. Oh, I thought you were dead. Shit. I don't remember. But regardless, I watched a TV show about battling fucking robots, and it was awesome. And now that it's back on the air, I'm so fucking happy. And my favorite thing about it, too, is that they got, like, sports commentators, which is so fucking funny. Like, it's one of the nerdiest possible things, right? And I'll come out and say it. I think the idea of nerds is very heavily shifting in the current day and age, but I'll still maintain its old usage in this instance. But BattleBots might be one of the nerdiest things ever, right? It's people creating robots to fight, right? How fucking nerdy is that? That's pretty goddamn nerdy. And now we're immensely powerful, if we weren't already. It's so nerdy, right? And then you get these fucking sports commentators to fucking actually do the commentary the whole time. And these are people whose, like, their jobs are to make sports interesting, right? And a lot of people would argue sports are pretty interesting already. But there's so much downtime in sports that you gotta know how to fucking BS hardcore to be a sports commentator. Like, BSing might be the most important skill when it comes to sports commentary. And that's why I think, personally, there is a pretty massive disconnect between esports and sports when it comes to commentary. A lot of people kind of say it's, you know, they're super similar. Well, they're both commentary. Can you fucking stop hopping? They're, like, super similar. In some ways, they're very similar, but in a lot of ways, they're dramatically different, because esports has way less downtime. I mean, there's downtime between games, but people aren't talking between games. And sometimes there is downtime in a match. There's definitely instances where that sort of thing pops up. And sure, you need to kind of BS a bit, but in general, there's way less downtime in esports than there are in traditional sports. But it's just so funny to me, just hearing them commentate BattleBots as such a serious thing. Because obviously, there's no like, that was a really good hit. They did a great job in hitting the other robot there. They rendered him useless. He's upside down. It's more like, oh, what a hit! You know, like, these guys are just fucking going ham on the mic. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And they've also got, like, Jessica Chobot, I think. Fuck, what's her name? Who's the girl doing interviews? I forgot her name. Allison Hayslip? Is that her name? Sure hope so. That sounds right to me, but I've been wrong before. Where are you? Like, they have a lot of bigger names in, like, the whole, like, nerd scene. And I'm making quotes with my freehand, by the way. Because, again, I think the definition of nerd is very, I guess, outdated. And the thing is, there's not even, like, a true definition, to be completely honest. Like, what is a good definition of nerd that would work with the currently accepted idea of being a nerd? One who plays video games? Like, I don't know. Because no matter what you do, there's nerds. Like, the best way to describe a nerd is by choosing somebody who is a nerd and saying they are a nerd. And even then, it's kind of, you know, that's wishy-washy as fuck, right? Anyway. And I'm mostly bringing this up because there's the whole kind of negative connotation to being a nerd, right? So much so that when esports are on ESPN, which is happening a lot more frequently now, it's still not a very common thing, but it's happening every now and then, which is interesting because the president of ESPN is like, there's nothing interesting about esports. Blah, 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 it's just a flash in the pan, it'll never be around. I'm only doing it for the ratings. And it's like, alright, well, I mean, if you want to be a fucking actual retard about it, that's cool, but whatever, man. You're helping out esports, so that's cool. But yeah, like, it's showing up on ESPN more, and every time it does, everybody just floods the online ESPN forums, like, get these nerds playing video games off my sports channel! And it's like, okay, so you're calling people who make a living doing what they enjoy through a medium that you use every day, which is computer/internet, nerds, while you sit on your ass all day watching the TV, watching other people do physical things, and you're not a nerd? I don't know about that. That seems a bit weird to me. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm of the, what you would consider nerd population, so maybe I'm just a little defensive about it. But you're also a fucking nerd if you enjoy sports enough to be watching all 8 ESPN channels 24 hours a day. You're a nerd, alright? There's no arguing that one. That's just a fact at this point. I just find it so funny. Like, there's just no self-awareness with those kind of people. But whatever. Thanks for watching this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already so you can see more Isaac in the future. And, yeah, I mean, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that complete, just full episode of tangents. That was an incredibly enjoyable one for me, personally. I just like talking a lot, so it worked out well for me. Hopefully you guys dug it. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.